everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this very special Roll20 sponsored version of Salted Legacy from Journeys to the Radiant Citadel. It's an adventure for first level characters that I wrote. This is the first time that I am running this adventure, and I'm so excited to share it with all of you with these wonderful people here. At the table, we have Dani Quach, Jasper Cartwright, Dani G, and Lexi McQueen. I'm so excited, and let's just dive in.
Let's do it.
You all stand within the great halls in the Radiant Citadel. One by one, you approach a giant ruby pangolin, the glittering Concord jewel of Sabsanko. You know that upon touching it, you will be transported across the ethereal plane and to the entrance that is the capital of the Dinsing Night Market. It is there where you have been instructed by your publisher to find inspiration for the upcoming cookbook you are all working on called Ethereal Delights. The first person to touch the ruby pangolin is the seafaring Augie. Augie, can you describe yourself?
Yeah, Augie has slowly walked down the ramp of his ship and is taking his very, very sweet time. And Augie is a 5-foot turtle, almost as wide as he is tall, with this massive shell. And he's 85 years old, and this is nothing like he's ever seen before because he's been sailing on the high sea for, who knows, almost 85 years now. And he slowly creeps up, looks, almost puts his nose up to the ruby, breathes on it, and wipes it down a little bit just so that it's a little more shiny, and just steps back and takes a minute just to take it all in.
Your body begins to glitter, and you're filled with this deep red light, and you're gone. The next person to approach the ruby pangolin is the drink-slinging Cardew Brewhouse. Cardew, describe yourself.
Oh, hello. Cardew Brewhouse is sort of covered in lots of little vials and trinkets and bits and bobs and knickknacks, and his horns actually, as he is a minotaur, although a little skinnier than most minotaurs you've probably seen. His horns have little sort of little vials and things also hanging off them, and he's a little clunky and fumbly as he's sort of okay, have I got everything? Whiskey! Whiskey! And you see he sort of runs around. Back here! And you see... No, stop eating all the things! No, please stop eating all... This is a big day for us, okay? Please, Whiskey. Come on. We can do this. Right, now, hand it back. What did you steal this time? There.
And in Whiskey's hand, you see what looks like a part of a coupon book. So, like, it is just paper goods that he had been just chewing on. And, yeah.
Ooh. 2 for 1. That actually might come in handy. I'm going to look around. Just going to keep that. Right, Whiskey, come on! And so, for everyone at home, Whiskey is a tiny little capuchin monkey with a little golden sort of bib in his black fur. And you see that on his back is strapped just like a big cocktail shaker. And he sort of climbs up on Cardew. And Cardew, okay, right, I've got everything that I need. Big day, here we go. Where did Augie go? I guess he's already, okay, and I'll as Cardew puts his hand on it, I think he'll sort of slip and trip a little bit, and probably before he hits the ground, like, disappears.
Yes, you slide onto the ground that is very slick. It's the crystalline ground. Slide, and it's almost like you're falling into the pangolin because your body dematerializes and you're filled with that red light. Whiskey is claws in as this is likely the first time that either of you have traveled through the ethereal plane.
This is weird. Okay, this is fine. Don't worry, Whiskey.
The next of the party to approach the ruby pangolin is the sweet, loving Rake. Rake, go ahead and describe yourself.
Okay, you hear, wahoo! I'm coming, Augie! And you see this 14-year-old kid just like jump from the boat they were on, completely missing the gangplank, just jumping over it and sailing through the air and landing in front of the penguin. And you see they're very also gangly but tiny, like about a little under 5 foot. They got very short hair that's sticking out in every direction, and she has like these 2 little buck teeth that just won't quit. They're some real big buck teeth. She's got like slightly sticky hands, and a little bit of like maybe ice cream that was left over from earlier, didn't notice about. And as she lands, she looks around really excited and just shrugs her shoulders. I guess they already went through, and grabs on and dissipates.
Poof, as you grab on, you're filled again with that warm, glowing red light. The next and last on the platform is the inquisitive Petra. Go ahead and describe yourself, Petra.
Yeah, Petra is a beautiful peacock. She has no kind of exquisite feathers on her, but you do notice that she's wearing a beautiful vest. She's got a bunch of satchels and belts that all carry, and as she would get closer to anyone, they would realize she's carrying different spices, different things to be mixed together in her hands for her to smell and create and attach memories to. But she's just walking through, and you see that she's very staring around, but also is not here. She's got a notebook in one hand and a pen in the other, and as she looks around, she doesn't seem fully present here, as she pulls up a small whiff of one of her satchels that has cardamom in it, and she says, I still can't get over that case. I feel like I'm missing something, but whatever. I'll find the recipe next time. Figure it out. Hello? And she's gonna call out and see if there's anyone.
You just hear the low hum of the Concord Jewel. You would know that they are filled with this immense energy, so it's just like the sound of electricity.
Beautiful. Petra pockets the spices she was using to remember what she was clinging on to before, and then pulls out the spices she uses specifically for this room and for the transporting like this. She's gonna look around and make sure she's got all her details, give it a sniff, pocket it, and then put her hand on the pangolin.
As you are the last to put your hand on the pangolin, you're filled with that red light. The camera distorts and shapes it. You glow, all silhouetted, until this pulse finds you at the entrance of the Dinsing Night Market. So, at the Dinsing Market, it's a town-sized night market with hundreds of temporary stalls and tents and vendor carts filling the space. There's smells of delicious sweet and savory foods, spices, the chatter of a crowded marketplace. Notably, there are a few vendor stalls that they're just bigger. Their presentation is more gaudy, more garish, like they've been at the market for a very long time. Before you are rows and rows and rows of tents. Is there any place particular that maybe strikes your interest, or if you want to know more about the market, you can go ahead and roll me a history check.
Big time into the history check.
I'll never turn down a roll.
Oh,
Nice. All right.
Okay.
Nice.
Augie's been around for a while. Makes
sense.
I'm always impressed by your knowledge, Augie. Is there anything you could think to tell us of this marvelous place? It's really quite How did the child get here? Are you supposed to be? Are you supposed to
I've
be
been
here?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time. Oh my gosh, what's that? And
Rake.
Rake will
Rake.
like run off after the first.
Calm down, Rake.
stand.
Ow.
Whiskey, keep an eye on her.
Risky like salutes you and like runs after
Also
Ray.
running after Rick.
Augie just looks over at Cardu and is just like, well, I think you understand. They're just...
Kids are gonna be kids. Yes.
Rick's gonna look back at Augie and be like, "Look, they got oranges. These ones are different than others. I'm not sure what's different, but something looks odd." And
Rake.
they'll like be like,
I know we're outside, but use your inside voices. There's people around.
"Oh, okay, sounds good."
You're just whispering louder.
Yeah.
It is at this moment where everyone, you feel or you remember that all of you have a 3 opal coins given to you by your publisher that allow you 3 items in the market that are food-based. So dishes, delicacies, delights, spices. These are rare. So, you have 3, so you can feel free to divvy them out as you so choose. But because I, as a DM, I personally do not like gold and dealing with gold math, I'm giving you 3 opal coins.
Perfect.
Yes. And Augie, real quick, because you rolled so well on your history check, here's what you know about the market. There are about 6 major stalls. One of them is called Madame Culp's Silk. This store sells luxurious silk garments for no less than 50 gold piece. The Spicy Brothers. This stall sells spices, peppers, and spicy dishes like the cucumber fire smoothie and the honey glazed hot chips. There's the Trusty Leek. This is a food cart that specializes in bite-sized skewered seafood dishes. There's the Tianmo Seafood. They are a food vendor that offers vegetarian noodle bowls and with handmade noodles. Very fancy. Vada's Otherworldly Goods, which is pastries. Va's Lucky Amulets. It's a mixture of charms and curios. The most popular being the Monkey Bane's charm and the Al Ring Wings. I did that to myself by writing that. And the Zungun Family Seafood. This vendor sells fish cakes, fish like flying slugs, and diamond-throated carp. So those are the big ones. But if there is anything your heart desires, there is a stall for it.
Yeah. So I think Augie's walking relatively slowly next to Cardu as we kind of try to catch up to Rake, Whiskey, and Petra, and is telling him about these different stalls, and just looks over and is like, I know Petra was looking for something spicy, and Spicy Brothers has a catchy name to it.
Yes. It's very good.
Are you looking for anything specific that what's your whistle?
I am after a little, it's quite a rare item, so I don't know if we'll find it. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see. And, we're actually looking for lychees. The name is a little off-putting, but it's basically just some old lychees that can assume the form and flavor of any sort of fruit that you might, or sort of ingredient you might put in a drink. Quite marvelous, actually. You just sort of whisper into them and they sort of change, and it's quite an impressive thing. Yes.
Interesting.
I think
Magical?
Oh, absolutely magical. Yes. Just to say as well, I think that Cardu walking along next to Augie as well. You can see that Cardu is not an old Minotaur by any stretch. He's probably in mid-20s. He is actively walking just as slowly, kind of, probably trying to affect a bit of a voice just to seem older and wiser in front of Augie. Is definitely just I feel like he's the kind of guy that's been in his 50s since he was 10. You know what I mean? That's the energy we're getting today.
Yeah. Love that energy.
I feel like as we've been walking through the stalls, Rake keeps grabbing things to have Petra smell. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Try this! Oh, that's so good!
Oh, you gotta put that. Listen, smell is very precious. You just can't go around smelling everything.
But they all smell so good.
They do, but then what you do is you take those things that you really like, and you never smell them again. Till you absolutely need it.
Why don't you smell them again?
I mean, eventually I might smell them, but like, for the most part, and I think I'll walk up to a stand, and I'll take like a fruit of some sort, and I will bring it to my beak nose. A weird.
That's a good one.
And I just
that right there. Mm-hmm.
And I look around and I say, now I can remember everything about here. And if I go and I use another smell, I can mix up everything. Everything gets mixed up. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm gonna...
It is impressive. Every time you do that, Petra.
Thank you. Of course. Yep, you got it.
I'm gonna remember all of this.
Every bit.
Augie looks over to Petra and is like, I don't think she can remember what she had for breakfast.
It's okay. We'll train you. We got you. You're good.
They're concentrating.
As you are smelling fruits, as the vendor at the stall, a gnome woman, is just not bothered. I don't think that this is strange. I think that people test the ripeness of fruits constantly, right? But it is looking at you quizzically. And I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Well, we're going to go straight for initiative, then I was like,
Perception.
yo, okay.
And then we're fighting!
Natural. Whoa.
Augie is rolling well.
Wow.
I'm just looking for whiskey. Whiskey!
Sorry, give me one
Where have
second.
you gone?
Whiskey. You look for whiskey, and they are within the fruit stall. And you look at the sign, and it says Fabian's Bounty. And they are on the roof of Fabian's Bounty, and they are they have an apple that you didn't arrive with apples, but they have one, and they are going to town and eating it on the roof.
I'm going to do, I feel like we've got a collection of secret hand signals, and I'm just going to say, if you're going to steal, make sure you hide.
And Whiskey nods and then kind of hides under the roofing area. So it's just like they're shaded. They're not hidden, but they're shaded. So
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Augie, in the distance, you see what looks like a preteen kobold clutching a bundle of green onions, fleeing from this gnome woman who is chasing them. And I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity check for me right now.
You want Augie to roll a dex? Okay.
Yes, Tortle. Yes.
Come on,
Yes.
Tortle.
I was hoping for a natural 20. It's almost a natural 20.
All right, you. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so as you see this kobold just running towards you, it's like they don't have brakes, and they go crashing right into you. Their little body just like tumbling, and they are disoriented. Yeah, but protect me, mister! They hide behind you.
Augie's first instinct is to protect, like thinking it's Rake, just like running, because this has happened before with Rake just like sprinting around. And it's just like, Rake, what do you have in here? And looks, and it's like, you need, looks over at Cardu and Petra.
Can I assess the situation and sort of like, can I get a beat on it? If it does it look like this little kobold is just definitely stealing, or do I feel like there's more to the situation?
I would love to see if this gnome that's running after running from a place.
Yes. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Do you want me to
right
roll
now. I'm so
perception?
sorry. I said Yes,
Sure.
please.
Okay, still okay. That's still okay. I'll take it.
Crushing it.
It's better than my first couple of rolls.
Oh, Petra.
No.
Oh, buddy. Okay, so Petra, you're just there's so many people, Petra. There's
Too many
just
smells.
it's crowded.
So many
It's
smells,
crowded
yeah.
night market. So many spells. And there really are.
Breathing, her nostrils are just like flaring.
It's just flaring. Cardew, you from what you're gathering, this looks like theft. I mean, you're hearing the woman. She's catching up now, and she's yelling, "No, come here right now. That is mine. I don't want to fight you, but I will fight you."
Excuse me. What seems to be the problem here? Something. There's a kerfuffle over here,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they've stolen something of yours. Is
This little thief
that-
here
Right, yes.
stole from my shop. Okay.
Whiskey?
Hi, I'm
Whiskey?
Lama.
Where's whiskey? Are they talking about whiskey?
No, I'm sure it's not whiskey, and I'll
Oh,
do a
it's-
little elbow into Augie, like,
It's not whiskey.
no. Who even is whiskey? Never.
Who is it? What is a whiskey?
As they're
It was a
talking
whiskey. Oh.
Never
and
had
doing
one in my
all
life.
this, can Ray kind of nudge the kobold and try to sleight of hand the onions back behind and tuck them into her pants? Okay.
Yeah, roll me a
let's
sleight of
do
hand.
this. Oh, wait. What is it? 22.
Oh,
Yes.
with ease.
Yes.
So it's like, the meeting of minds behind Augie right now. One rogue to another rogue, and then knowing what you're doing slides you the onions. They emerge
Yes.
from behind Augie. I don't even have anything. Look, check my hands out. No, I saw you. You had something.
You some onions? Did you say?
Yes, I'm sorry. Little monster. I've been experiencing a lot of thefts in the market, and I am at my wit's end because this family keeps stealing from me, and I don't care what our grandparents did. And you see another person approach, and they are what looks like the mother of the young boy.
Little gold tooth. Oh man.
You're threatening my son again? You're threatening him? You're just gonna threaten him?
I think there's been a misunderstanding here. Can I hand signal to Whiskey, like, get onions now?
Whiskey is unsure about the sign for onions, so I'm gonna need you to roll animal handling.
Trying to make the sign for onions. We definitely have never done onions before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that's not. It's slightly better than average.
Nah.
Okay, so they understand that it's a vegetable.
Okay.
So they're off. They're off to the races. They're gonna go run and
Okay, good.
they're off.
Go ahead.
Listen, hi. My Kusa Zangoon here. Hi, proprietor of, the Zangoon family seafood. I don't know if you've heard of it. It is for a seafood tycoon. She would want Zangoon. Me, hi. My child is not a thief, so Lamai, if you would just stop.
Whoa.
I think
and-
there's probably been a miscommunication. You see, I think what actually was happening, if I remember this correctly, right, crew, that our friend Augie here was in the way of your son when when he was playing with Rake, our child, and they fell, and I think. Maybe you saw some of your products fall out of someone else's hand. It's all just a bit of a mix up, I think, really.
I appreciate what you're doing here, new friend. But this little scoundrel, and as soon as Lamai says scoundrel and points to the young kobold, both parents, or both Lamai and Kusa, break into a argument. They are yelling at each other, and in this argument, the things that you're able to suss out without rolling is that there have been a series of thefts affecting both markets or both stalls, and their parents had beef. So this goes deep. And you can tell that based on like how specific their insults are at each other. Like it's like your Uncle Tim decided that he would steal all of the plantains, and so no one had any plantains. Like all of those things.
Yes.
Someone stole the
Petty.
Not acceptable.
Yes, and so while that is happening, go ahead and roll a persuasion or an intimidation to get them to stop.
Can Augie roll as well? And Augie's gonna try to de-escalate by just like prestidigitating like right in the middle, just like bright little fireworks. Is that okay?
Yes, go for it.
Oh no!
Gosh.
Augie, do you want to come as well? I think Augie probably should come as well.
Their argument becomes more heated. You hear Gammon trying to like insert himself into the argument in a way that a teenager will. And it is at that moment where both Kusa and Lamai whip their heads around to you all. And Kusa yells, You don't look like you're embroiled in any market politics, are you?
Us? No.
Market politics?
I mean...
What's that?
Good. If you can find out and get evidence of Lamai stealing from me... Okay, no. If you can get evidence of Kusa stealing from me... well, listen, if you work for me, I will get you a lifetime supply of... fish. You like fish? You guys seem like you like
Looks
fish.
over the team. Fish is
Okay,
nice.
That's kind of Augie's deal, actually.
I do like fish.
What can you get us? And I'm speaking to
Yeah.
Lamai. I can give you a lifetime supply of noodles and 25 gold. 50 gold, 75 gold, 100
Do I hear
gold,
150?
100 gold. And at the same time, they both yell 100 gold and a lifetime supply at our vendor cart.
I think at this point we should take a second and
Should we huddle up?
huddle. I
Yes,
think we should huddle
Great
about
scoops
this.
her back to none of the parents so that they don't see the onions.
Can I try to spot the onions? Can I? I just want to try to spot them. You rolled like extremely. I just want to see.
Petra's
If I
trying to
can roll
smell
iron.
these onions.
Yeah.
Petra's like,
Let's find them.
Could this be perception?
Perception, yep.
Let's do it. Come on. Keep getting a 4. Ugh, that's so sad.
No,
I would even say
Yeah.
because Rick wasn't really trying to hide it. Just put it, tucked behind a waistband. And the fact that Rick has to keep her back to our crew, everybody in our crew can probably see
Yep.
the onions.
So you have to,
Gotcha. Just
yeah, so you see them.
okay. We get into the huddle. And I'll say,
Yeah.
Rake, listen.
What?
Listen. Okay. I need you to keep hiding those onions.
Okay, I'll lift my shirt up and put it over the tops of the onions so they're hidden.
Yeah, thank you. What are we feeling? Do we want noodles? Do we want fish? Do we want both? Are we...
what if we take these onions and sell them to someone and then frame them. There was this one time back on the ship, there was this huge pirate scheme where we framed and then we blackmailed, and then we got a lot of dried fish out of it and a few shrimp. But we could use the onions that Rake stole from the person that stole it.
Here's a crazy theory. What if there's a way we could potentially get both rewards? My thinking is that quite probably both sets of parents have been setting the kids up to steal from each other, to cause some shenanigans. So I'm thinking, if we could prove that both of them are in the wrong, then they'd both be obligated to pay us.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Nice.
I think I want both. I want 200 gold total.
Yes.
And free fish and free
Definitely
noodles.
want the noodles.
Fish noodles.
Fish noodles.
Fish noodles
And
for life.
I mean, I think we should start with the kids, honestly, and ask them.
Let's shake
if
down the
they've
kids,
been
absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't take down nobody. We can.
You were gonna frame someone.
Well, yes.
You
but that
said
doesn't-
blackmail, sir. You went all the way in.
That's true.
Whiskey is nodding solemnly on your shoulder. In his hand,
Vegetable.
he has a bundle of carrots.
Where'd those come from?
Honestly, my favorite.
I will grab the carrots and lean out of our huddle and go, are these what you're, this is what was stolen from you?
No, they were onions.
Cool, never mind, and I'll come back to the huddle.
Nice try.
Okay.
Just trying to divert the attention for a moment.
Yeah, that was good.
Alright,
That was good.
Well, we already have evidence that one person stole, so now we just need evidence from the other family?
Yes, but
Yeah.
I think we need to prove that the parents put them up to it. I think that's the thing that I'm thinking. Or it's just someone else entirely. You know, it's like a third stall trying to infiltrate and put those two against each other. This could be a real mystery. If only we had a top investigator who could investigate things via smell.
Look at Petra.
Petra, this is your moment.
It's my time to shine, absolutely. Why don't we split up, everyone? Why don't we, half of us go towards the noodles, and half of us go to the fish stand, and we ask the kids specifically.
Yes. Oh,
And then we can just go from there, and we can meet up. We can meet up back here.
Rake, are you just going to keep those onions?
Yeah,
in
they're
your
kind of
bags?
itchy, but
Because-
if you've got a better place to store them, that'd be great.
To your left, Rake, you notice the kobold attempting to steal the onions back.
Hands away. Get your hands away from me.
So,
even kleptomaniac, this one.
no! Hey, listen. These are mine. I'm just stealing them back.
Okay, come into the huddle.
There was.
Come into the huddle.
Am I?
In the middle.
Hi, Rake.
Right.
Hi. I'm Gammon. So it's nice to meet you, all of you. Oh God, there's so many of you.
You so much.
So these onions were my onions. Then Lamai, all of a sudden, had a bunch of onions, and my onions were gone. So vis-a-vis, Lamai stole them. So I am stealing them back.
Onions are quite a popular food in the.
I don't understand.
And just, like, there's a lot of onions. Is it not possible that you misplaced onions and someone else just bought onions?
You know, maybe, but there's been so many weird things happening that we had a frying pan go missing, like a whole frying pan, and you know where I found it? In the garbage behind Lamai's stall.
Garbage. Wow.
So you tell me who's the thief?
Okay.
Wait a second. Yeah. I think Petra's gonna get on the level of this kid and take out the thing she never actually uses for investigating, which is like a magnifying glass. But this also solidifies the fact that she's an investigator. She'll say, "Listen, kid, I do this for a living, and I think that something that if you're going to be a detective like us, and I'm going to give this kid the magnifying glass, if you're going to be a detective like us, then you got to get rid of blaming people, and what we got to do is figure out that middle step that we're missing. Because just because someone else shows up with onions, someone had to get them. We missed the part where they actually stole and actually had physically walked over and grabbed it. So we have to figure out where that's coming from. Because if someone's doing that, if someone else is framing you for stealing,
Yeah.
someone else could be framing them for stealing. And we gotta figure it out.
Baby, I mean, Lamai and their son Daniel is,
Damn.
I don't know, but this is cool, and maybe I just know what my parents say.
Yeah.
What do
Well,
your parents say, just out of interest?
Because Gammon is younger, he is more inclined to talk to you, but you're asking about family dynamics and
Sure.
you're a stranger.
That's fair.
So go ahead and roll me a perception, persuasion.
can
That's the
my
word, the
little
keyword.
magnifying glass give advantage?
The hell?
You know what? Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Help action.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you gave a gift,
Yeah.
and that's nice.
Thank you. That helped.
Nice.
It was better than it was. 12?
Okay, so Gammon does look a little cagey, but he will say, I just know that my mom and the Tenmo family, like, we've been fighting for way before I was born. Way before, and probably before my mom was born, too.
Okay, this goes.
I don't know. They seem really not great from the stories I know about. And it seems like, I don't want to judge people, but it seems like that she would steal from us specifically.
Okay. One last question from me, anyway. Is there anyone else, any other stall or vendor or family who has any kind of beef with your family?
Nope, I think we're super well loved. I think everybody really likes us.
Okay.
kids.
I turn around to everyone and goes, I think that means that they're the worst ones, but it's usually if there's not a, then that means it's you. Yes, okay, that's great information. Thank you so much. Really useful.
Can I keep this?
You can
Please say
keep
no.
it till we find out and we solve that one last thing of who actually stole. And if it's them, if it is Lamai, then you can keep it. That's my deal.
Cool. And they are gonna run off and start burning things
Cool.
with the magnifying
Oh
glass.
god,
I love
Okay.
that's not
I love
investigation.
this. So great.
While all this was going on, Augie kind of has left the huddle and has walked over to the two parents. Are they still going at it?
Yeah. They are, the visual, I guess, of two parents at a school function that they're not yelling at each other, but they're really talking mad stuff at each other in, like, subtle, petty ways. Because they're trying to be patient because they're waiting for you, but they're just like, yeah, well, it makes sense that you would selfish. Granted, given your whole... I mean, listen, you don't have to smell good to do good.
Excuse me. And Augie walks up with two of the carrots, and it's like, can we have some sort of at least a 5-minute peace offering? And hands them each a carrot.
Roll me a persuasion. The DC on that is going to be 15.
30.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's what I thought you
30.
were gonna come in with.
15? Okay. They both take the carrots and they're confused. But they both give you this look. The look of, so you agree with me. Because you've given them a gift. And they're gonna go, Kusa turns to you and goes, Yeah, okay. I see what you're. I get it. No, I get it. Yeah, you and us. Got it.
Yes, both of you are.
No,
both
one of us.
are probably right and maybe a little bit wrong. Is this the best situation right now in this busy market? Is there anywhere we can maybe go have?
No. You are right. I am very busy. This is the one of the first nights of the nice temperate season. So like the air is crisp. It's not humid. I'm gonna go back to my stall. So how about you figure out what's going on, and I will be so grateful once you bring in.
Just one
Yes.
final thing. If I is there a general time that these thefts tend to happen? When you're away from the store, when you're there, you're closing, opening, that kind of thing?
Honestly, it feels kind of random. Okay. Something happened Thursday. You, Lamai, remember Thursday when you replaced all of my fruit.
Didn't intend for it to start again. I'm
Yep.
so you need to go. You need to be on your way. Of course, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start it all over. Oh, yep. Okay.
Yes.
Nope. Okay. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. I'm trying
part
to help.
ways.
Okay.
Aggressively part ways. And so you're left alone now. Well,
Oh, thank
there's
goodness.
lots of people in stalls.
I pull out
but
the onions.
Yes, they're gone.
I was just getting really uncomfortable.
Nobody eat those.
I mean, you can wash them. Probably fine. Yeah?
Okay.
One, they did not like carrots. Two, does this make us look like we stole these onions?
I mean,
Yes, it does.
little
Definitely
bit.
does make it look like we stole the onions. Yeah.
I mean, technically, Rake steals the onions, but you know how Rake and Whiskey, they steal, but they also give back, but they steal again. And
Yes. It's a vicious cycle, really. We should teach them better, perhaps. But no time for that.
that's
We need
effort.
to investigate. Yeah, exactly.
what do we do with these onions that were stolen?
I don't know.
We could
I just don't want Rake to walk around with onions in her pants. She's had her bath for the week.
Should we just give them back to the kid?
I mean,
Yes, they are his onions.
What if we give them back, but we ask him to take us to dinner?
I like that idea.
Make a deal.
That's a great...
And maybe blackmail him.
okay, blackmail. Another buzzword there.
Sorry.
We're gonna We're gonna stay away from that one for a second. I would like to. I would like to take a look at these green onions, and I just want to see. Like, I assume that kobold claws, specifically childlike kobold claws, won't make like a specific like indent in them. But I'm just looking to see if they're affected. Like, if they. I'm not really a magic user, so I can't, like, check to see if there's magic on them, but I'm gonna see if they have, like, handprints or, I don't know, if anything is affecting them in that way, physically.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation. Because you're
As you
getting in
investigate,
there.
I'm gonna, like, peer over your shoulder and be like, does the smell tell you anything?
Petra is such a good investigator.
When you look at the onions, though, they just look like they are bruised, like that impression that they get that they've been tussled around. They're probably not food grade any longer.
Yeah.
So it's up to you what you'd like to do with it, but yes, we can't eat those onions. I mean, we can, but yes.
So much for taking the onions.
Being inspired by Petra, can I cast Detect Magic on these onions and see if there's...
Sure. They don't seem magical. They seem firmly material. They seemed like they were fresh, like of good quality. You being a purveyor of fruit and veggies, you would see that these are like really good onions, like very, just the perfect bundle, if you will.
Onions. Nothing special. I mean, they're special, but they're onions. Just onions.
Wise and
Just
well
onions.
said, Augie.
Everyone roll a perception.
Oh, no.
Finally.
Oh, no.
Something decent.
Wow, that's good. Oh boy.
Yikes. Sorry, Rick.
Oh, please roll high.
Oh, that was so close.
I thought it was going to be a 19.
That was so close to a 19.
So everyone except for Dear Rake, you see a well-dressed gentleman in green. He is head to toe sort of in like stylized, I have no other way of saying it, but stylized pepper suit. Mm-hmm. So it's like he has like little buttons that have the emblem of peppers.
Oh my gosh, is this a spicy brother?
Oh,
Yes.
Spicy brother.
Looking
so
spicy.
it is the one in green.
No.
They are twins.
Spicy indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's looking at you all, and kind of he's not trying to get your attention. You feel like you're being watched a little bit, but not in a way that's creepy. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like he is intrigued by you all. That's the expression.
With my knowledge of all the stalls, like, would I have an idea of, like, this is a pepper brother, a spicy brother? Because I know of their stall.
Mm-hmm. You would be able to kind of gauge, to clock that.
Yeah. And I whisper to the group, I think that is a spicy brother. They run one of the coolest stalls, and looks right at Petra. They might have some of the spiciest spices that smell delicious. That's all I'm saying.
I do enjoy a bit of spice from time to time.
I feel a bit torn right now because I know we're supposed to be getting these ingredients, but then also there's this whole onion ordeal. What do we do?
But to be thorough investigators, we should really be scoping the entire place out. Right, hello, spicy brother!
Hello there. Hi. I'm Kasim. Are you all new to the market?
Yes, we are. I am here with some of my esteemed colleagues. We're actually sort of food connoisseurs, if you will. We're writing a little a book, actually, which was going to be
A book?
of world renown. So we will be, of course, citing our sources inside, and we've heard of the Spicy Brothers, haven't we? Yes.
Nudges Rake. Rake, offer him the onion.
Do you want an onion?
I'll give him the onion.
It's really good.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I don't have need for this, but I appreciate the gesture.
Can I druid craft that
yeah.
just so it does it
Perks
it
up a little.
smells like a little bit nicer than it does. So like just like a little
Yes.
like it just smells like a little like just like really ripe,
It's like
nice,
fragrance.
fragrant onions. You know what I mean? So it doesn't like get
Yes.
pant smell. Like, that's what I'm trying to avoid here.
Thanks.
Augie's trying to make eye contact
this-
with the team, and it's like, evidence gone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Petra is
Nice work.
staring at Kasim, just like tears in her eyes, like.
He smells the fragrant onion and is like, oh, well, this is a thoughtful gift from an outsider. Thank you.
course.
Puts it awkwardly in his sash and says, listen, where are my manners? I saw you speaking to Lamai and Kusa, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say that they have been that way for a long time, and you don't have to get involved in their chaos. Instead, I would be more than pleased to show you around this beautiful market.
A tour.
Spicy brother tour. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like a tour, everyone?
Sure.
Please.
Or not. It's completely up to you. I can give you my highlights.
No,
I just don't want you to feel pressure. You know what I mean?
No.
Everyone should feel welcome and no pressure.
Highlights would be great.
I think that's
Yeah,
a
like
great
Yeah, you
everything
can
that you
recommend all the
like.
best ingredients from all the best places.
Yeah, great. I'm happy to. My stall, the Spicy Brothers. We have the spices. We have the flair. Anything that you want, please do not despair. That is our motto.
Okay.
And
Big
Spicy
fight.
rhymes.
Petra
You know-
cries. Tears.
You know, we also Vada. Vada makes the most delicious vanilla custard buns. Highly recommend checking out Vada. You might notice a couple of people are participating in an archaic tradition called the market games. These games are for, you know, people who wish to participate in market culture, but a lot of people come here to purchase and procure, you know, so no pressure there either. And there's also a shop called High Kicks Highly Edible Goods. They are a new shop. They came from the outer edges, if you would believe it. It is very rare that a shop from the outer edges comes into the main circle.
Did you
So,
say the shop's name was
don't miss-
highly edible food?
Yes, High Kicks Highly Edible Food. And as their name implies, it is highly edible, although for me it's more of a, what is a word? When it's a word that means it's not good
Tolerable.
or
Bad.
delicious, tolerable, but more of niche.
yeah.
It's like, and it's experience. So like you should experience it one time,
What's the
but
experience?
beyond that.
Okay.
What's the experience?
Well, I don't want to spoil it. They just have a different ways to eat common food. And as he's giving you this, telling you about the things, I will say that you all are sort of walking through the market. So
Can I do one little thing as we're walking through the market? I
Sure.
think I'll turn to Rake and say, "Oh, Rake, I need you. If you could help me for a second, could you sort of stand next to me for a minute, and as we're walking, just make sure I don't bump into anything? That would be
Okay.
great."
Puts her hands out like
Thank you.
wide to like make sure there's space.
I meant you could just sort of like you could just hold my hand or something. It's fine.
Okay,
you,
yeah, that's-
you know, or
that's a
just-
little easier.
You don't have to actually
Okay.
maneuver. Yeah. There we go. Cool. I think basically as we're getting led around, I would like to effectively like walk into Whiskey, who will be sort of dancing over the sort of like the tops of the stalls, and Whiskey's just head on a swivel, looking for any theft going on. So I'm just looking through
Okay.
Whiskey's eyes to see if I see anything. But I just need someone to guide me so that I don't bump into I don't bump into anything.
Love that.
So thank you, Rick.
roll me a perception.
Okie dokie. Come on. It's okay.
Yeah.
Left one and a one.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You're not seeing any big food-related thefts. I think because it is a large, crowded night market, you might catch a glimpse of people looking like they might pickpocket a tourist.
Sure.
But for what you're specifically looking for, both stalls are pretty business as usual.
Cool.
At both stalls.
Okay. Cool.
And while we're walking around, can I try to like feel out, like, can I get a vibe check on this person? Like, was he staring at us specifically because we were talking to them? Like, that's kind of what I want to like. Was he staring at the situation because he knew, or is he like trying? Where he's at? Does he have a side? Some sort of
Yeah.
insight check.
Go ahead and roll me an insight check. Yeah.
Vibe check. Okay.
Vibe
bad
check.
vibes.
He seems perfectly reasonable. He's pretty charismatic. You can tell that he talks a lot as his job. And then you have over here, again, if these buns, Vada's delicious vanilla buns, to die for. Delicious.
As we're walking by that, do we smell like the smell of the buns?
Yes, and actually, because as a show of good faith, Kasim walks up to Vada, who is, you see this dragonborn baker in a very frilly apron. and they're conversing a little bit out of your earshot, and he comes back with almost like a like a baker's dozen. So that's at 6 or 12. Anywho, a bunch of these buns, and they're all different flavors. Hey, so here, this is a gift. Welcome.
Can I eat some now? Can I have some now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Help yourselves. I mean, this is for everybody, so do whatever you please. And I'm gonna hand Kasim hands the whole box to Rake.
Oh, Rake is so excited, and she grabs the box and like opens it up so that we can all see in, and just like eyes wide with wonder and joy at this delicious pastry spread before us. And she'll grab one and just stuff it in her mouth.
Rake,
Oh,
Rake,
so good.
Rake. Before you swallow,
Oh, so
Rake,
good.
you're supposed to make Rake. You're supposed to make sure everybody else eat before you eat. You are the youngest here. We've
Do you
taught
want
you
some?
this.
It's really good.
Yes.
Rake,
She's in pain because it's like
You
going
can
down
have
real
mine.
slow. She swallowed way too much.
Yeah.
It's very custardy, but you do feel lighter. You feel like if you had a worry like in the back of your mind, it's gone. You feel content
These are
and
the
pretty
best
relaxed.
pastries ever. And Rick just kind of mellows out for a second while holding the pastries out to y'all.
whoa. I immediately take one and shove
Well,
it in Whiskey's mouth.
I'm glad you're enjoying all of this. I'm gonna head out. So if you need anything, feel free to stop by Spicy Brothers.
I'll be there.
And yeah, it's lovely to have you all at the market. Again, if you need anything at all, please let me know. And again, enjoy the market. Don't get embroiled with our politics. It's not. It's all a mess. It's all one big mess.
Yes, well, thank you so much for showing us around. It's I really appreciate it. And we'll be sure to stop by Spicy Brothers, for sure. Yes.
I can't wait to see you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
One more thing. Sorry. What outside of politics? What do you think about Lamai and Kusa's like the quality of their shop?
Well, they're one of the oldest families. I think ones that compete as far as legacy. They were one of the first, both of them. And their food is good, I think. The quality is, as you would expect, all the quality to be within our market. We're all very proud of what we make. Yeah, so I would say delicious and lovely, if they could get past their issues.
Okay.
Be important. Yeah. Well, thank you. That's all I wanted to know. But yes, I will be by later. I need more spices.
Kasim,
Need more spices in my life.
and Augie
Yes.
like waddles over. Can I take those onions back? And he tries to hand him a carrot in the place of the onion. Can I take these onions back?
Sure, man. Sure.
Thank you.
Here you go. Takes.
Carrot.
This is
Yes.
mine now.
Yes, you can
This
have the
here?
carrot instead of the onions. I'm sorry.
The carrots are way better. They're better. We
Yeah.
really like you, so we.
That's super nice. Thank you again. All right. Okay, bye. And like kind of scuttles off.
I kind of
why
like
are we
Kasim.
Yeah.
Why are we taking back control of the
Well,
evidence?
I didn't want him to be seen with the onions because he was pretty cool.
Oh. You know, growth, Augie. You know, from
It was pretty
suggesting blackmail to here, this is good.
Oh.
This is good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
He
this.
has a carrot though.
Yeah.
So that's a thing.
Which was stolen, actually, by
Oh.
Whiskey, so...
See, this is why blackmail works. You can just
Yeah.
lie, make up stories about everything, and then just, fight it out. I don't know. Anyways.
Yes.
You know the greatest thing about vegetables is they're not traceable.
Yeah.
Usually.
True.
Facts.
It would be a lot more helpful, actually, if they were, because then we could solve this mystery in an instant, right?
Also true.
Yeah. I think this mystery has way less to do with the
Yes.
vegetables and way more to do with the people, sadly. And I don't know. I was trying to suss out if maybe I got a weird feeling that like everyone, like Kasim and all of the stands that he listed, they all were, you know, in on something, and they just really didn't. I don't know, maybe they kind of hung out together and they really valued their shops, and they just didn't really like Lamai and Kuza, but I don't know. It seems pretty harmless. I don't know, I don't think that one of them would be in on it.
Sure.
It just feels like there's got to be something else going on. Or the truth of it is that they're actually...
Now, Petra, I know you're pretty smart.
I don't know.
I keep hearing the phrase market politics. What politically about this market is political?
Well, there are politics everywhere. Even, you know, they described something about people on the outer parts not being able to make it into the inner parts very easily. So I think there's like some sort of hierarchy. And I mean, we're walking around the inner part right now. We didn't come here to walk around the outer part. We came straight to the inner part, and this is where our eyes are, and this is where we solve problems, and we're automatically drawn to this part. So I'm sure that the politics has something to do with the centralized location of being in the center rather than being on the outskirts. And I mean, the closer you are to the center, the closer you are to
I
the
wonder
people.
if there's someone in this market that would stand to benefit if one of these stalls was to, if they were to have a major falling out. If someone was to stand to benefit, then that would potentially point fingers. What if, here's a suggestion, we could kind of kill two birds with one stone here. Oh, sorry, that was such an insensitive phrase to use around you, Petra. My goodness.
Yeah, I was
Listen. Just a slip of the old, tongue there. Yeah.
It's okay because it's all right.
Okay.
Yeah. You're good. You're good. Okay. It's okay.
Let's
You can't
kill
me
two
with the
cows
stone,
with
it's
one
fine.
stone, huh? Yes, that's better.
Yeah, there it is.
Wait, aren't y'all
Why don't
against
we-
killing things? Why are we
Thank
talking
you.
Yes,
about
let's
that?
just not kill anything. That's
Let's just
good
blackmail with
idea.
one
Oh,
stone.
no, well, okay, there we are.
It's fine.
There it goes
So here's
again.
my idea.
So yeah, I'm sorry.
What's that, 5? Like 5 times?
Here's my idea. What if we were to visit some of the other stalls, whilst we sample some of their culinary delights, whilst getting some research for the book? Also, we could maybe just ask them a couple of questions about whether they have any particular... suss out whether anyone has anything to gain, I think, by these two families squabbling. You know, does it...
I got an idea
Yes, Rick.
I
where we
mean,
can start with
yeah,
that
what's your idea, Rick?
It's the trusty leak. And I look across the street and look at this food cart that is selling seafood dishes as well. Seafood, just like the family's place.
Yes, good place,
True.
good idea.
Fish. They're selling fish specifically.
And it's a food cart. So if one of the places
And
got...
noodle. Yeah,
Ah.
that's true. I was also I think after the trusty leak,
highly
that
edible
place,
food.
the experience place. Yeah, they made it to the center, so like maybe they know other people that might also be looking to make it to the center however they can.
They could tell us.
So you all head over to the trusty leak.
Yes.
Trusty
Trusty
leak,
leak.
where the trusty leak is actually in the center, in the event grounds. So you see a giant sign. It's very, very nautical. There's, sailing, regalia, all of these, like an anchor that's adorned with shells. It looks like a really, really nice Thai Red Lobster. So,
Nice. You make me hungry.
and so it says, the trusty leak. And outside, you see outside the tent, you see a gentleman with a clipboard, and they look like they just are vibing. Like, they don't look like there's people with clipboards and they have like very studious energy. This gentleman, super chill vibes.
Do they look like they're connected to the games? Is that what the clipboards are for, or are they clipboards for something else?
I think that you can probably surmise that it had something to do with the games that you've heard of, but you're not really sure what that means.
Can we have a little...
Hey!
Excuse me. Good sir.
Hi. It's Chad. Hi. It's Chad.
Chad. Lovely to meet you. Cardew, Brew House. Lovely to meet you.
Carter Brew House?
Yes,
Great. Writing it down.
Okay. Good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not want to participate in one of the market games? Because the Trusty Leak is a new sponsor.
Sure.
And
okay. What are the market games? Because if they involve sort of fighting or anything like that, I'm going to decline.
Ooh. Yeah, see, this is a waiver. This is a waiver for your safety. That's what I'm doing right now. So, like, you don't have to go... No. I'm filling it out for you, so then all you have to do is sign it.
Oh, you can do one for me then.
Yep,
Rake.
great.
This is a child chat. You are going to...
Child,
waiver
good. Yep.
Oh.
Yes, you are now, if you fall victim to any of these things, and it's just like a small paper that's just so many injuries, all of the injuries. If this happens to you inside, that is not our fault. That is your fault.
It's fine.
Okay.
I've had most of those injuries anyways. It's fine.
Great. You seem scrappy. I like it.
Heh.
You said Cardew, right? Is what?
Yes.
You said, yeah. What are the market games? Great. I would love to tell you.
Yeah, please.
Every year, 3 of the most popular stalls they sponsor these games, and in these games is actually how our proprietor Sid in there. That's how Sid was able to sell in the market. You see, if you win games here in the market, you kind of become, I don't know, a market legend for a little bit. You people, I don't know, there's a lot of trust that happens, and we've realized that a lot of tourists don't have interest in them, and so it's kind of one of those things that what's that word, where it gatekeeps itself, but like in a good way, in like a positive way. You know what I mean?
Oh, positive gatekeeping. Definitely, that's a thing. That's 100% a thing.
Chad, may I ask who you're working for?
Oh, yeah, Sid Squid. He's the proprietor. Sid Squid, yeah. He's like the best boss ever. Like, genuinely the best boss I've ever had. I saw Sid wrestle in a giant, like, an octopus. Like, I saw that, and it'll never leave my mind.
Is that one of the games?
Oh wow,
That's a good question too.
I didn't even put that together.
Is
That might
Sid
be
a squid?
That's-
Giants.
No, they're nice. We were all old adventurers.
Same.
All of us.
Yes, before he took an arrow to the knee,
Yes.
actually. It's a whole thing. He'll tell you later, I'm sure.
Oh wow, moved pretty well.
So, what do these games look like? Like, I don't mind signing up for anything, but like, also, like, are they like athletic things? Is it
Drinking?
fighting? Is it
Oh.
eating? Is it?
I
What are you
mean,
feeling?
well, no drinking necessarily, but there is one game that if you need a beverage, there's one provided for you, but I wouldn't choose alcohol.
Can I provide my own beverages?
If you want, yeah.
Excellent, good.
But yeah, you have Sid Squid, Trusty Leak. Our challenge, should you choose to experience it, will be described if you sign the waiver and
So
step
the
inside.
only way to figure out what it is by signing the thing which basically says we're doing it.
Oh, this one. The other one is a spicy hot pepper challenge. The other one is hanging out with some little caterpillars. Yep, I think that's that one. So, it's up to you. If you want to participate, you seem like capable sorts. We would love the help.
Okay.
How much does it
completely
cost?
free. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not say that. I'm not going to make you pay money to be likely terribly injured. I would never do that. Yeah.
Thank you. Considerable.
Okay, Whiskey? What do you think?
Whiskey? Where is whiskey?
Whiskey?
Whiskey
Not today!
That's a question.
you don't see whiskey like near you. If you want to find familiar, you can find them, or you can hope that he finds you. Completely up to you. Or you can call. Also valid choice.
If they're
use a little
within,
monkey
like,
call?
100 feet, I think I can see through their eyes. I'm probably not going to see anything particularly helpful, but I'll just try and see if I get any vague landmark through it. To be like, okay, give me a second.
Whiskey is on the roof of one of the challenges behind you, going to town on a bunch of persimmons, which are like little oranges. Yeah.
It's so adorable. God damn it. Yeah, okay. Maybe if you could, we're going to go and do the games. Are you coming?
And starts eating the persimmons. There's juice everywhere. As they are gorging themselves, their hands sticky with this orange, start touching the roof, climbing down. They are covered in juice. And they crawl up your arm and onto your shoulder.
No, don't kiss me with that. Ugh. Yeah. No, thank you. Now my fur is going to be matted later. I'm going to have. You will actually have to brush it. That's what we'll do. That will be your punishment. That's right. That's right. You have to pay. You have to pay for these things. Ugh.
And they're kind of becoming stuck and matted into your fur. Nice.
Good. I thought fine familiar would be a good thing. I thought it'd be helpful. Get a monkey, they
This is a
said.
sticky boy.
We'll see through their eyes. It'll be great, they said. Sign me up for the games. Let's go. Why not?
All right, okay. Are you all participating? All of you?
Yes.
I want to try the,
Yes,
the
good.
caterpillar one.
You want to try that now or later? Because I feel like here I'm gonna level with you, Augie. That's what I have down here. Your friends might need support in there, but like it's up to you. But it is a four player situation. But if not,
No, it's
I'll
okay,
step
Chad.
in. I'll just do it.
No,
If you want me on your
Chad.
team, I'll do it.
Please.
Yeah.
As long as we
All
get
right.
to see the caterpillars later.
Chad.
We can do the caterpillars. Yes.
Yeah.
the caterpillars.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And then finish passing the clipboard around for you to each sign the waiver.
I can't sign.
Oh no, it's okay.
want me to sign for you,
Here,
Pepper? Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
perfect. This counts.
Yep.
Legal things. Got it. They as you get kind of escorted into this tent, it's dark. It's like eerily dark. And you hear almost like microphone static and a voice that comes over the speaker system. That's a magical speaker system. It's just echoey, really. Oh, we have some new challengers! Welcome! I'll gather around, hold hands, because here's the plan. And they snap and the lights turn on. And you see a series of tables. These tables have giant stalks of what looks like green beans, and a tank with an unknown, like, it's like splashing around, but it's incredibly murky. And everything around you is, again, decorated in that deep nautical theme. It's blue, it's white, there's rope motifs. In the center of the room, Sid, dressed in chef uniform, surrounded by 5 sous chefs, says, welcome to Battle Prawn the Shrimpening. So, you all here.
I was so impressed if you got through that without cracking.
Shit.
Still impressed.
Battle Prawn the Shrimpening. And, the goal here for this challenge, should you accept it, I mean, you already have, you signed the waivers, so we are good, we're going to make today the signature dish that won last year's cook-off, and that is my trusty prawn patties. You'll see behind you, various tables. These tables contain green beans. I need you all to cut these green beans, 2 bundles, as well as, get me a prawn in there. See, chop it up into little bite-sized pieces and bring it to us, who will then fry it into a delectable, delicious, delightful patty to be served in the market. So, the challenge, though, dear friends, is, you only have a limited time. Very limited. You see, if you do not complete this challenge, within, let's say, 6 rounds, you'll lose. So, and we'll have to do the rest, and totally fine, but again, not responsible for any damage becomes to you. So, any questions?
The shrimps, do they fight back by any chance?
Absolutely, yes, they do.
Good.
Next question.
Good.
I got none. And Petra will take out her short sword, which is like a golok, like a Filipino, like kind of this long blade that's like not pointed at the edge of it, but just completely almost like squared off, but extremely sharp, and takes it out, flips it around one, and gets extremely competitive. Like, she's extremely competitive.
Love this. That's so. Hey, are you an adventurer? That's amazing knife work. Truly.
Thank you. I'm a winner.
I like it. I like to see it.
Everyone, we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna win.
I love it. I love this energy. So if there's no questions, I should say it is, you'll be working together, but also if you're faster, we might be able to talk later for a potential internship job situation. If you're interested, I don't know. Let's see your skills, right? Feeling good? Feeling hot?
Yes. Feeling mean.
This whole time, Augie's been looking around at this gaudy, like, it looks like they're making fun of, like, sailor culture, and it's just like...
Yes.
It's just in a bad mood now. Has not said a word. It's just like, this is all fake. This is not real.
It looks almost like bootleg sailor stuff, too. So, like, things that are, right? It's like the AliExpress of sailor motifs. Like... That is happening.
You remember that time we had to pull up an anchor? Do you think an anchor that big could be mounted on a wall? That thing would be over 3,000 pounds. What is this place?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Definitely.
Go kill these things. I don't know. Just do your thing.
All right.
Okay. I'll pull out a dagger and put it in my teeth.
Oh, troubling every time.
All right. Roll initiative.
Boy.
before you, you see these 2 tables with 2 bundles each. You see the sous chefs. You'll know that these friends here are to help throw things into the fryer once all of the ingredients are done. So the goal is to chop the beans and prepare the shrimp. And yeah, Sid is going to use his turn. He starts the timer. It's a giant hourglass. And he says, "Let the games begin." And he pushes the timer so it spins and sand starts falling. Carthu, you're up first.
Good. Okay, right. Well, what to do? I should probably help you all take care of those shrimp, correct? Yes. Right. You see, searches around his body a little bit, finds a little vial and shakes it, and you see that this bioluminescent kind of blue liquid is inside. Pop the cap. Oh, it's so sour. And I sneeze, and basically, as I sneeze, you see all these little blue particles go up into the air, and I'll need probably, I think, 3 of these shrimp to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
All right. It looks like all of them failed.
Okay, cool.
Yes!
That is basically they're all fairy fired now, which means that all attacks against them have advantage against those 3. So I'm going to back up actually and probably hide behind a table, or maybe position myself at a table so I can maybe do some chopping or something. I think I'll be better used.
In the tank, responding to that fairy fire, it's almost like piranhas in a tank. Like you see it bubbling. They look very agitated. And some of them are bumping against the glass.
Sorry, everyone. I'll let you deal with that, and I'll duck down behind the table.
Augie, you're
I'm
up.
not dealing with that. And waddles over to one of the bean tables and wants to start working on these beans. And it's like Rake usually does all the fighting. I'll let Rake deal with that.
Great.
Nice.
Roll to attack.
Can I cast Ice Knife? Is that a thing? Can I use the spell for it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you sure can. Mm-hmm.
19.
19. The beans, knowing that they are to be consumed, they freeze, they crack, and one of the sous chefs goes, freezer burn! This one has freezer burn! And you've decimated the beans, but it is rendered useless now, so they've put in a new stack of beans.
Don't note to the team, don't be so aggressive with don't
chill on the beans.
Yeah, chill on the beans. Yeah. Don't chill on the beans. I don't know. Just don't use
Don't chill on the beans. Right.
Don't use an ice knife, a knife made out of ice to cut the beans.
Use an ice knife on the beans?
I want it to be fancy. We're in some sort of game. I don't know. I'm just pissed off about this weird sailor room.
Hey, look, points for style. Points for style, Augie.
Rake, you're up.
Okay, Rake's gonna run past the table that Augie's chopping things at, and as she passes the table, she's gonna reach in her pocket and pull out her little pet mouse. She's a background. And she's throw him on the table, and she's like, "Hey! Help Augie with chopping. It's just a normal mouse. It's not familiar at all."
Is this, I don't know, is it sanitary? There's there germs? Oh god.
You got it, Pip. And then she keeps running towards the container and is going to try to stab the prawn with a dagger.
Great. Your mouse has now caused a lot of chaos on the sous chef side. They're trying to catch it. But yes, please hit, roll to attack the prod.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be able to do all the prep work. Let me see.
Ratatouille.
Remy?
That's a 12 to hit.
Different movie.
That's a 12 to hit with the dagger. Oh wait, it's an advantage,
Yes.
huh? Because of the
Yeah.
fairy fire. I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. You totally said 17.
17. All right. Roll for damage.
Yeah. Down.
4 piercing damage. Great. Describe what that looks like.
Oh, is this like a?
So it is a tank. It's like essentially a giant fish tank.
Yes.
And they're writhing around inside of it.
So Rake just runs up to it, and she uses those sticky fingers that she has to get a little bit of extra traction, and kind of climbs up to the top over and just reaches with the dagger and is like, come on! Is trying to hit that prawn.
Stabbing down.
that prawn.
It shrieks, and the sound sounds like the when like wind or air whistles through a lobster, like that high pitched. That's what it's doing. It's just a whistle.
Oh my.
It's a little horrifying.
Yeah, but there's no bonus action, so that's my turn.
Petra, you are up.
Okay,
You've been told just one.
just one. Okay, Petra's gonna go to this area and get on top of of the steps leading up, and she's got that like go look out to get a second
Cool.
attack. I'm gonna roll.
And you have advantage, I
Yes.
believe, too, because of fairy fire. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
The 16 hits. 6 damage? Cool.
Yeah. 1d6 plus 3. Yes. And then the second one.
Yes, there we go.
Ooh, 21
Hits. Absolutely hits.
damage for the second one. Piercing damage.
12 damage
Nice.
total. It looks very hurt.
Come on, team.
Okay, Right, we gotta get this over to the mouse. I'm gonna reach into the water and try to start and use my bonus action. I don't know if this is fully in action, but I want to try to start out of the water.
Great. Oh boy. Okay, so there are 3 prawns currently unharmed in that tank. And so should you reach in, I'm gonna say, where are you at? The one that is right here, on the side, on the back, is gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Ooh.
Up to you.
I got it.
Yes.
I want to win. I'll
Great.
go for it.
It goes ahead and that is a natty 1. So it reels up and you can tell it is going to try to ram you. It zooms by you and smashes itself into the glass. And it shakes the tank a little bit and will take 1 point of damage. So yeah.
Perfect. I just move out of the way a little bit as the water overflows in the tank. Petra tosses it to Rake, or not tosses it, but arms underneath the prawn and trying to.
So
move it
you've
over.
successfully grabbed it, but it would take another full action
Yes.
to remove it from the tank.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect!
Uh-huh.
I've grabbed it. I'm like, I got the package. Got the package.
It is now the koi prawn's turn, the shrimp turn. So the I mean,
To us, me and Cardio are fine.
Yeah, exactly.
For now, at
we're
least.
chilling with our beans.
We got the beans.
At the end of the day, you are safe.
we got the beans.
Yeah. Well,
One prawn misses. It looks like, right? Yes. Yeah, it's attacking you specifically because you are in the water, and so I think they have also very limited eyesight.
oh yeah.
So that's
That's what I get for scoop.
second one.
It's always gotta pay.
11 doesn't hit. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
There's a 14 hit.
It does
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
AC 15. Let's go.
And I'm going to say, so the 3 that are not grappled, I'm going to roll an attack for this one here, but we'll see.
Yeah. girl squad meetup, they all pulled up.
Yeah.
To beat you, to get you.
Just
A bird getting absolutely pummeled by some shrimp.
The last shrimp, the one that you're holding, feeling it is so hurt, and in this like hurt thrashing, it a 22 hits. Yeah.
Yeah,
Slightly tight.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It ends up headbutting you for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Does that shrimp
I
have
can take
boxing
that.
gloves on?
Cool.
Jeez, what are we up against here?
Can't believe I
He's
didn't
like,
see
you'll
those
never
coming.
take me.
Sorry, as soon as I pummeled, all I could picture was just a fish,
Put 'em up, put 'em
fish with
up.
boxing gloves on.
Just ka ka ka.
Shrimp with boxing.
It is Whiskey's turn. What would you like Whiskey to be
I
doing?
think I'm gonna go ahead and get Whiskey to bounce over to Oggy and give the help action for Oggy's next turn. So to assist with the chopping of the beans. I think that'll be
Great. So Whiskey in help action is sort of scoring the beans with their paws to make them easier for if Augie wants to hit them, almost like creasing paper.
I think Whiskey will go into a little side pouch and take out some like sterilizing like alcohol and rub. He's a very
Yes,
very
they get-
studious little monkey, and then he'll start scoring.
Yes. Very professional, OSHA certified safe monkey. It is Sid's turn. They're really just trying to find that rat. Their turn is
Not the rat.
the rat. I mean, there's now a rat in their, or a mouse in
So
their
good.
house.
Mouse in their house.
Rake literally threw a mouse at me and just said, "Go help."
And just said, peace. Peace out.
I can't.
So they are unable to find the mouse. They are looking everywhere and they cannot.
Tim's a sneaky little friend.
Yeah, sneaky. The mouse actually went under a bundle of beans and is trying to work on the lower beans while hiding. Cardu, it is now your turn.
Okay, I think Cardu looks down and is just like, this is not my speciality, but here goes nothing. I'll whip out my hand axe. I think I'll like try and take out Look Cool, nearly throw it across the room. Oh, I've got it. Okay, here we go. And I'll just try and chop some beans with my hand axe.
Roll to hit.
Chop some beans with my hand axe. That's a sentence.
I got a 15. That's
Yeah.
okay.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Here we go. D6. There we go. 2 plus nothing for a 2.
Okay, you put a good dent in one of the bushel of beans.
Cool. I thought you were gonna say one bean. I was gonna be like, okay,
One
You
bean.
put
No,
a
one
dent-
bushel, so
you
it's
put a dent
like
in one bean.
only one bean.
I know I'm weak, but this is ridiculous.
I'll say that if the bushel is several green beans like kind of stacked on each other, you break through the first
Yeah,
bean.
Okay, cool. I actually also
Yeah.
totally fine with Cardu failing to chop one bean because that's kind of funny.
Yes. Is that it for your
is
turn?
My turn, yeah.
Augie's turn.
Oh, gotcha.
So Augie, now a little peeved that he can't use magic to chop these freaking beans, is taking this one long claw that he has, and he's going to finish the score that Whiskey has done. He's like, I'll just take my time. This brings me back to the old days, 185 years ago, where we had to do this in the kitchen. Why are we even here?
Roll attack with advantage.
I think every time Oggy mentions like a year, I think Cardu makes a note of it, and just every time like, somehow this math
the
works,
math.
but I don't get how.
Oh yeah, dirty 20 for with my claw.
Dirty 20. Yes, you hit. Roll for damage.
I'm doing everything that y'all are doing. Wait, hold on.
I think if you not to roll the dice separately.
Oh, you
so
gotta
when
roll.
click
Okay.
on them. Yeah.
1 solid d6 of slashing damage.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. This set of beans looks you've almost cut it through. In that one swipe, you've gone through, I want to say, 50% of the beans.
Good job,
the stack.
Whiskey. Good job.
Okay.
If we finish these set of beans, I'll steal you some more persimmons.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Okay, we are Rake.
Okay, yes. So we got the tail of the prawn and trying
Yes.
to lift it out and
Roll me a strength. The prawn, just for visuals, is not dead, but it is very, very injured.
oh,
So do with what you will with that information.
I suppose it should be dead first. So I guess I'll just keep stabbing it.
Roll for damage.
Yeah.
Make sushi, Rick. Make sushi.
Ooh, 24.
Yes, she's the
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
Oh man, I just keep.
For piercing. So with that, what does it look like when you kill it? Got it.
It looks dead, very dead. It. Rick's just trying to like pincushion this thing as we're struggling against it, and Petra's getting all these attacks from the other prawns, and eventually, as this one's on its last leg, struggling, Rake will just get it right in one little good spot. There's a little like a vein, and then try to that I guess that'll be on return because I don't think she can like pull it out yet. But
Yeah,
dead.
it's limp now in your arms. Next
got
on
it,
deck, Petra.
Okay, it's dead. I'm. Oh my gosh, I feel like I gotta do something to flip it over to the table for the friends to.
Throw it over here. Toss it here.
Oh gosh, okay. I'm trying to see. Could I like do some weird move like acrobatically that like get down and grab it from Reka and like swing around and launch it in a certain direction?
Yeah.
Dope.
Roll me in athletics.
Nice.
Because I feel like you would need a lot of strength to like shot put. Okay.
My rolls.
Well, you don't necessarily throw it. However, I will say that you, where it was being submerged in the water, you're able to like get the part of it out of the tank. Perfect. So it's like half in the tank, half out of the tank.
Perfect. Cool. Okay, tell me if this is too much. Bonus action.
I'm excited.
Bonus action. Reach into my pocket, grab some black garlic, and toss. Is that a full action?
You know what? I'm just gonna let you do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Decided. Yeah. Go ahead and you toss these garlics and they floop floop right into the murky water, and you see the
Whole scene gone.
the shrimp frothing, and it's becoming more frenzied in the pool.
I don't know if that helped, but Rake, it's half out. Cool.
So the koi prawn's turn. I'm gonna go ahead and roll to see if I think now that they have their sights set on young Rake as they have lent the final blow. So we're gonna see if
Rake is like, get at it.
Just ready to dodge. Ready
get
to
at
dodge.
it. Incredible.
My black garlic did not help. It's made them more feral.
Yeah.
I wanted Petra to take one more sniff and like.
I know, it'd be so
Just like
dope.
savor it.
Savor the moment.
Because that scene is entirely gone. Every memory she had of that thing is just gone.
Oh gosh. Okay, so these prawns are very, very mad.
Uh-oh.
They quit.
Okay. So does a 15 hit?
Yes.
So all three of them hit. It looks like.
Oh no, darling.
What is your HP?
10, I believe.
Level
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Level 1 babies. You are. I'm not gonna calculate all of the damage. I'm just gonna say that you are now rendered like unconscious.
Very fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when a tail whip out and
Yeah. It's like the fastest. Like it's almost like boxing. How they're heading the ram. So it's like headbutt, 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 and like the swiftness causes your feet to buckle under you, and you see you feel your eyes closing as you hit the bottom of the stairs. So I'm not going to have you. You're not on the steps, but you've fallen backwards.
Okay.
Okay. It is now Whiskey's turn. What's Whiskey doing?
Okay, Whiskey is gonna spring into action and dive over towards Rake, and I'm making hand signals like we got this, buddy. I'm basically Whiskey's just gonna be there prepped because I'm gonna cast a spell from Whiskey's location, which I can do through Find Familiar. So
Whiskey goes through the motions of their safety training that they have, and so they're doing like the Heimlich maneuver. They're doing all of the different maneuvers, but they're a monkey, so it's not life saving, but it's the thought is there.
we'll get there, buddy. Don't worry. It's okay. Yep, that's the one. Keep going. I'll be there in just a second.
It is now Sid's turn. Sid runs over to Rake, and gives you a it's a small vial. Like he puts your head in his lap, crouches by you, and sort of pours this golden shimmery liquid in your throat, and you receive 3 hit points back.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're stabilized is essentially it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually. So for the first pass out, you have to. I have to escort you to the medical area. So while Rake is good, Rake is no longer in initiative.
Okay, well, it saved me a spell, so I'll take that. Thank you, Sid.
No, you're welcome.
This is a strange competition. Anyway.
You can see the sand. It is about halfway to the other side, so you know that it's going to be soon. Is your time? So, Cardu, what do you do?
I have to hit these beans. I should have fairy fired the beans. Honestly,
Should have fairy fired the
burn them.
beans.
I should have fairy fired the beans.
Burn the beans.
Let me see. I don't think there's anything I can do to really help myself here that's not going to be overkill, as we've already assessed. So I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and use my hand axe, assuming that I can't cut with my light crossbow, which would be a lot better. But I don't think that would be the most productive thing to use to cut beans. So
You stab.
Okay, let's see. Hand axe, come on. No, bad. I've missed the beans.
Oh no!
I mean,
Okay,
that's
you did miss the beans.
He's just panicking
Just
now.
stabbing.
He's just panicking now. I'm gonna bury my hand axe in the table and go, honestly, I'm running out of ideas. The beans are beating me, everyone. The beans are beating me. Yeah, that's
Augie, you're up.
So this is the first time I'm playing a wizard. Can I cast a cantrip and a spell, and have an action, or is the cantrip the whole action?
The cantrip is generally the whole action, but explain what you want to do, because I don't know. I'm feeling squirrely, so figure it out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep cutting these dang beans because I don't want to be beaten by beans.
Yeah.
With my claw, but I want to cast Mage Hand, and I know it can only lift like 5 pounds, but hopefully give the help action that way to Petra so that they can sling this dead ass shrimp and they can get away from this pool of.
Yes, I'm actually going to say that the spirit of this event is so collaborative that I'm going to let you do that. So, Petra, on your next action, you'll have advantage via Mage Hand. And yeah, Augie, how would you like to attack the beans now?
So, Augie sees Rake get demolished and is like, didn't even bat an eye because they've seen Rake go through worse, and it's just like, she'll be fine, she'll be fine.
Bounces
and
back.
is literally just, like, with all this chaos happening behind, is literally just gonna just keep on cutting these beans with the claw. Because that's roll for claw.
It's pretty effective.
roll for beans.
Roll for
Does
beans.
a 13 hit for these beans? Hell yeah.
Yes.
These beans got a
Come
high
on,
AC.
right?
Dang.
Like
These beans got hands.
They're very tough.
I do 3 slashing damage to these.
3 slashing damage. The bean bundle that you had been working on is sufficiently chopped. The sous chefs scoop up the beans and take it to the next area, kind of beyond the battle zone, to prep them for when the shrimp is done. So,
Cardu,
you did it.
Those beans were for you, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
You should probably work on your axe skills after this game. Just
Cardu looks down at his axe and just throws it to the side. I have no need for this thing. It's rubbish.
Petra, it is now your time.
Okay, so I have this thing grappled, right? Can
Uh-huh.
I carry it? I have half my movement.
Yeah.
While I'm carrying something like this.
I will need you to roll a strength check to see how far you can carry it. You can definitely carry it out of the tank.
Okay, everyone, let's... Oh, is this at advantage because of the mage hand, or is it what I... Okay.
Yes.
I feel like the mage hand isn't really doing too much, but is like holding just like the antennas up and it's just trying to.
Yeah.
Balance.
It's sort of like steadying. Like, you know, when people move furniture, like the one who kind of guides. That's,
Okay, this is weird, but can I say that I use some sort of, like, maneuver? I would like to use acrobatics for this, because I'm good at acrobatics when it comes to strength stuff, but I would love to use some sort of, like, maneuver with my body to, like, I don't know, kick my leg up so that when I come back around with my body, I swing the prawn over and start moving. I don't know, something like that. Kick behind me and then pull it out.
That sounds perfect. Yeah, roll to acrobatics it out.
Nice. Both
Hey,
14.
nice.
That's
Very
nice.
good.
Amazing.
Cool, 19. Yeah.
You just like whip this like shrimp, and it's like they're kind of like a sickle shape, and so it's just spinning through the air. And because you rolled so high, it lands on the tables by the sous chef. So all they have to do is start chopping. So they're starting to dismantle it and take it apart.
Perfect.
And it is at this time that if nobody is by, because where did you go to do it? Are you still here?
I'm still over
on the
here,
steps,
but
or did you move?
I have movement still.
Okay. Would you like to
I would
move?
love to move. I would like to not be by these angry fish.
Yeah.
So I have 30. Yeah.
Perfect. So going to skip the Quapron's turn because there's no one in the vicinity of their tank. So it is Whiskey's turn.
Is there anything or anyone that Whiskey can assist? Does it seem?
Maybe.
Whiskey looks deep into your eyes and sees the frustration you feel with your battle axe, runs
I might be the one
their
who
little
needs
legs,
assistance, honestly.
yeah, and grabs your battle axe that you have thrown and starts chopping the beans with your axe. So I'm gonna roll to chop.
Roll to chop with a monkey and a battle axe.
Yes.
That's the most D&D thing ever.
I mean, they're not strong. So it's like they slam the axe down and they start stomping on the axe to like make it go down.
My monkey has pack tactics, which means if it's within 5 feet of me, it has advantage. So it can roll again. Whiskey can roll
Yes!
Oh,
again.
Whiskey!
Okay, Whiskey.
Whiskey!
All right, Whiskey. Oh, baby.
Whiskey chops off one of my fingers.
Yeah.
So much better.
They're just like running. It just starts throwing like paper on you, like to bandage you up.
Get rid of the axe! Get rid of the axe! I never want to see that axe again!
Augie looks over at Petra and is just like,
Axe.
I think he learned how to chop with an axe from Cardu. Makes sense.
Yeah. It's a little sad.
I'm gonna skip Sid's turn. He is right now working to dismantle the shrimp and all of these things. So it is Cardu's turn, buddy. Hey.
Oh, man. I think Cardu is going to... Cardu is going to... Is this table affixed to the floor?
Yeah, sure.
No, I was
It's
wondering
like-
if I could, if it's possible to move it. That's what I wondered.
Oh, if
Yeah.
you'd like to move it, sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
sweet.
you can move
And
it.
basically, I think Cardu is so done. Is just going to try and pull the table over towards Augie and be like, "You deal with the beans." And then I'll
Perfect,
use
so
my,
you-
I'll use, like, if I can, I'll use whatever I can to basically I'll try and help. Well, actually, no. I'm going to try and stem the flow of blood from my finger. Actually, that's what I'm going to do instead. But I'll have moved
And,
the table over and be like, "You deal with the beans. I've got to fix this." And then I'm just going to wrap my.
Whiskey's desperately trying to help you and is taking items from your pack and pouring it on your finger like antiseptic, but they're just your beverages.
Great. Okay, so they're like sprouting flowers. I feel tingly all over for a second. One of them makes me feel. Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm being really reassuring to Whiskey because I don't want Whiskey to think it's their fault. It absolutely is. But like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's a scratch. It's a scratch. I'm sure. I've got the other bit. It's fine. We can put it. I'm sure I can.
Whiskey's trying to.
Not right now. We'll have to sort of stick. Okay.
So, Cardu, is your turn to pull the table to
Yes.
Augie
Pull
with the
the
intention
table
of
to
giving
Augie.
him the help
Yes.
action?
Yes, if that's possible.
Okay.
That's what I would love to do. Thank you.
Love it. Augie, you now have advantage.
Cardu, just, if you go talk to Rake's actually lost, I don't know, 12 fingers? I don't know. Actually 14 fingers. One finger every year they've been alive. Anyways, go talk to them. They've been hurt a lot, and they always recover.
Rake!
And I'm just gonna keep clawing at these beans, baby.
It's your one.
I'm gonna say, for drama and intrigue, I'm gonna say, you have advantage. If you roll, I'm just gonna have you roll, but there's a good chance that you can like KO these beans in one swipe if you do it right.
Come on, baby.
Just nat 20.
Come on.
Come on, Augie.
I mean, if you get a nat 20, it's an auto success.
Come on, baby.
But-
Yeah, 14.
14. Okay. So that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. If you roll max damage, I'll give it to you. Okay, so
And minimum damage. What will you do for that?
yes,
I raise
yes.
you maximum damage and give you minimum damage.
I challenge you.
Honestly, as a
Uh,
wizard, I
so-
have a -1 in strength because I did not think I'd
I
be.
was wondering why.
I'm not gonna be using my claw.
Literally, we left
doing
we
so
left
well.
the artificer and the wizard to try and chop stuff. Like, absolutely hilarious.
I got you next turn.
Let's go, Petra.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, Petra, it is your turn.
Okay, Petra is gonna wander over. I don't need to help with any of the prawn stuff, right?
No,
Cool.
you've gotten it. So it is, yes.
Okay,
by the
perfect.
way, bio break, yes. Mhm.
I'm going to wander over to the table that Cardi has brought over. I've got my gola, like my short sword. I'm gonna be using that, and I can have 2 attacks. So I'm gonna just do that.
Go ham.
It's gonna be
Get those
amazing.
beans.
Get those. That's the new get this bread.
Get them beans.
Yeah, get these beans.
I stopped
Okay.
screaming for just long enough to say, "Get these beans."
These beans.
Hits.
Perfect. Okay, and then let me do the other attack.
Oh my
Ooh, nice.
God.
Hits.
Okay, get these
Yeah.
beans.
Get these beans.
Get these beans.
4 piercing damage on the first one.
Come on.
5 piercing damage on the second one. So 9 damage total.
Okay.
9 damage total. I would say, because you rolled so high and with combined damage of Augie's claw attack, you have successfully chopped those beans.
Nice.
You've chopped 2 bundles of beans, fought the shrimp, the sous chefs come running at you. They scoop up the beans and they start preparing them. And from the side, from where Rake is, you see Sid, and he says, "Well done, well done. It was a little dicey there, but you all did it. So, congratulations."
I mean, imagine if we actually had to fight something that could really fight back. I mean, we nearly got bested by beans. I lost a finger.
Listen, we all have to start somewhere, and your acumen in the battlefield's not great, but not terrible. So, you all have earned through this battle 1 renown.
Ooh, okay.
So, how renown works, for those who do not know, is in completing each challenge, the vendors in the market and the people who live there know you a little bit. So you're not just tourists at this point.
Oh, okay. Okay. Worth a finger?
So, well, I mean, honestly, you did this. You lost a finger. I think we're bonded, basically.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
I like.
Chad, can I just have a quick
I
look
like
at that
your
waiver?
situation.
Loss of finger.
Okay. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah. So, like, congratulations. And there is a giant walk that is frying the prawn patties, and it smells delicious, like the seafood, the garlic. There's a nice sauce with it too, and it's huge. It is a single patty can feed the 4 of you very easily, and it's just presented on the table. And as that's happening, the doors kind of open on the side, and people from the market start wandering in to sample, and they're all applauding your efforts because you've completed this challenge. Yeah. That's incredible. Yeah, amazing.
Told you we would win, and I tell everyone. I just flick the bean juice off my blade, yeah. Get those beans.
Flicks the bean juice off my claw.
Get those beans.
Petra, I prepped those for you. That's how you look so good finishing it. I just want you to know.
Oh yeah, that was all you.
Bean work.
Where's Rake?
nothing.
Because we had the shrimp. The shrimp teamwork was that was
a lot.
That was nuts. We had those prawn
Pretty good.
under our talons.
Rake, are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling a little tired right now, and maybe a little hungry. I could use some food. I could use some of that patty.
As the rest of, as a lot of the market goers file in, you hear a shriek, and it is a dragonborn woman, the same woman who you saw at the bakery, and she comes barreling in, kind of confused, but she says, who stole them? Who stole them? My vanilla buns are stolen. And she's like checking people's belongings to see if like anyone has stolen them before running out. So it's a very much, you know that the buns, 24 vanilla buns have been stolen. She doesn't know who did it, and she's just run out.
Wait a second.
The same buns as Reek devoured.
They were given to us, no? By...
We
Do these people have memory
we
problems?
did go over and we went
Did
over and we
we
saw.
purchased those ones, right?
Well, Kasim gave.
Kasim gave
them
it.
to us.
Did we see Kasim purchase them?
He's more just they were talking and they said things really quietly. They're kind of
Are
whispering.
we sure that the person that was giving them to Kasim even works there?
Yes.
Wait. Could he have been casting like a magic spell to make her give them to us?
Do we have the onions? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be flavorful here. Can I grab the onions and try to smell and remember the scene and like remember these details?
Oh
Yes.
my
that.
God.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Roll investigate. Roll what you like. Investigation, I think.
Yeah.
Can
it's investigation.
I'll unclip
Yeah.
a bottle from my bag. I'll take the top off of it, and I'll say, "This is one of my concoctions. It's called House's House," and I'll sort of hold it under Petra's nose. The way I'm imagining this is like it's basically House's House. It tastes like home, but I'm imagining it as like a palate cleanser for you. You know what I mean? Like a way that you can kind of like reset your like
Stellar.
nostrils, get it primed and ready. So like try to give the health
Yes.
action through this if I can. So here.
Love it. Absolutely. You have advantage, Petra.
Yes,
Heck yeah.
It's similar to. I'm gonna roll this and then I'm gonna describe it and then I'll see what I roll.
Okay.
Investigation. So I'm not gonna look at it. It's similar to like. In Willy Wonka, when he like gets caught in those moments, and he has the newer one, he gets caught in those moments and gets travels all the way back to those times. I think that she smells the onions and the fresh prestidigitation smell of them, and gets taken back to the moment that they were prestidigitated on, and then starts trying to remember those details. Let me see what I rolled. Ooh, that's solid. That's a tight 10
Okay.
right there.
Well, you know what I'll say? Because it is so cool and it is your specialty. I'll say that your mind sort of like, it's almost like really fast stop motion, so it's not detailed, but you imagine or you see Kasim, you kind of hear him whispering, you see that same Dragonborn nod, and you see a shine of what you are assuming is coin, given to Vada, the baker. And roll me an investigation one more time.
Yes.
Come on.
Let's do it. I don't know what the equivalent of like blowing on your dice is.
Yeah, digital dice.
But I'm just gonna. Come on. Okay, I'll take that. I think it's a solid 11. It's better than last time. Compounded together.
Do you have
It's a
any
21.
do you have any modifiers for investigation?
I don't, but my background is that I'm an urban bounty hunter. So it's
Oh.
like weird because it's like it didn't lend to that investigation addition, but like I track down people for a living also.
Yeah.
So like it's
I'm not
weird.
too bad at investigation. If you want to describe the scene to me, potentially, I could have a think.
Oh yeah, I think so. Then I just start saying like, kind of what you said. Okay, 24 Dragonborn. Like it's very chopped because of
Yes,
how I'm
okay.
receiving the information. 24 Dragonborn, flash of coin.
Going into my mind palace.
Seem
and
brought it over
putting
to us.
pieces together.
And I'm just describing it in fragmentary pieces, how the memories are coming back to me, so
Okay.
that you can.
Yeah, roll an
with my
investigation.
memories- You got it.
Natural 20!
Amazing!
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Through the wordsmithing of Petra, the detailed Petra gets lost in the sauce, describing it, and you're able to just clearly see, yes, money was exchanged for these goods. There was a look of familiarity, but because you rolled so high, the familiarity is different than kindness, or not kindness. The familiarity is different than like friendship. You know, like you know you can know someone but not be like so excited to see them. And because you rolled so high, you notice that there are peels, persimmon peels on the ground by Kasim's foot.
Okay, so I'll look at Whiskey and be like, did you didn't steal any buns, did you? Didn't steal any buns? But you were eating persimmons earlier, yes? Where did you get the persimmons from? Can you show us? Okay, let's see who's selling persimmons, shall we?
Follow the monkey!
And then Whiskey runs off and leads you all, sure enough, to Vada's otherworldly delicacies in the main market.
And that 20 was
Yes.
So clutch. You are on by
That was worth
the
losing a finger for, honestly.
yes. And everyone, when you get there, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Rake, just remember, if anybody asks if you ate all the...
Okay.
Okay, so Petra and Cardu, you notice on the ground, it looks as if powdered sugar had been dragged, leading to the Tenmo noodle bowl.
Okay. I think
Okay.
we have a...
This is a long trail.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this means we gotta
Yes,
follow
I think so.
cautiously.
Let's all go quietly. I've seen some adventurers do this before, where they sort of sneak like this, and I think Cardi will do like a full Pink Panther.
If you're planning on sneaking so that Lamai, should she be at her stall, doesn't see you, then everyone roll
We should
stealth.
try and catch them in the act
everyone.
if we can.
Yeah, yeah. Here, follow me. I can kind of see like a special different way through the market that might help us.
Maybe this will help us as we roll our stealth. I have city secrets as an urchin, so I know the secret patterns and flow of cities and urban areas that people would miss. So it says I can, when I'm not in combat, we can travel
To other locations twice as
Yeah.
fast. I don't know, maybe that helps us find a better route. You know, going from stall to stall.
I'll say, based on the rolls that I'm seeing, you're
I don't know what
using.
you're talking about. I don't even mean. That's a good balance. As a party, I feel like we're
30-20?
doing okay. You know,
Yes.
Cardu's Pink Panther walk isn't
yeah.
helping anyone.
Yeah.
Me and Cardu are literally like trying to
Da-dum,
like Pink
da-dum.
Panther, and Rake and Petra are just like,
Meanwhile, Whiskey's on my shoulder.
I've
just
heard
being
if you said stealthy.
like she's like, what are you doing?
Well, Whiskey actually looks kind of bothered. Whiskey,
Okay, buddy.
they're going with you, but they keep pulling your fur.
You don't want to
So-
go, Whiskey? Scared? Oh, yes. Oh, okay. A bird? A bird? Take it. Something resembling a bird. With wings. Yeah, okay. Look out for something with wings. Let's go.
Petra's like looking back at you.
Yeah. Cool.
Did you do this? Is this all you?
Everyone say no.
What? No, okay, this wasn't you. Okay, just checking. Just thought I'd check.
God, I'm just a bird. We're not all. Whatever. Let's keep
I'm being
going.
insensitive again. No! That's what my 4 is me going, no!
I will say though, because of Dani's or Rake's skill and how you all rolled so high as a group, you reach Lamai's stall without incident, and you see Lamai holding a plate of these, or not a plate. You see these buns, like 2 of them, on the floor in front of their stall. So it's not on the table, it's on the floor, and she's holding one, and she looks very confused.
I'm gonna really quickly druid craft a completely random smell under Petra's nose so that they get like the imprint of whatever this image is. So I'll just
Yeah,
like
big
waft
time.
a smell
I think-
by Petra and be like, did you get that? Do you have it?
Just,
Yeah, I'm locked in.
just immediately.
Yes.
I'm locked in.
I'm gonna pick up one of the buns.
I want to
They
pick
in
up the
front-
other bun.
I think
with
they're in
mage hand.
front of her, right? Isn't it in front of?
It's in
Lamai?
front of the stall.
I think we should wait. And
The
watch.
stall is kind of high, so it's on the floor in front of the stall, and she's facing outward. So if approaching straight ahead might not be the most covert, sneaky way, but whatever you guys want to do.
Okay.
I want to look up. I want to look up and see if someone dropped these, or if I can figure out if it's coming. If it was like on it. I know that you said that there wasn't a plate, but like where it's coming from, and if it was dropped in front of the thing. I
should
want to
look
kind
for
of
a
look up and
bird.
see.
Specifically.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not a
Something with
bird,
wings.
maybe
Sorry,
just
sorry,
something with wings.
Oh, God damn, I'm
Yeah,
so
you gotta
sorry.
stop. Got. Yeah.
I'm gonna take myself up for
Everyone
sensitivity training
investigating.
Ooh, yeah. Let's look around.
Everyone who decides to investigate, go ahead and roll.
Oh my days.
Oh my.
Done it
we
again.
go.
That is
Done
so
it.
solid.
Investigation is what
I'm gonna
Cardu
roll
do.
terribly.
Okay?
16. Let's
Me and
go.
you, Petra, we're gonna open up an investigative bureau. It's gonna be incredible.
It's gonna be great.
With all of you rolled exceptional, so everyone notices this. You notice that one, Lamai looks confused. Like if you can surmise that she is equally as concerned of how they got there as them being there. And you'll also notice that there are, it does look like the buns have been dragged and some have been plopped. So some are like smashed. And Cardu, because you rolled so high, you also find tiny persimmon peels next to the stall.
Okay, more persimmons. Something's been dragged. Some of them have been dropped. I think this could be one or maybe two, potentially creatures here. I don't know if they're invisible or we're just missing them. We can't catch them in the act. Whiskey, have you seen these, whatever this thing is? Have you seen it? Yes. Kind of. Yes, bird. Okay. Well, sorry. Winged creature.
Winged creature.
Do you know where it could be now? Can you see it now? If you go up there?
And then, everyone roll a perception.
Yes.
Here comes my third nat 20. I can feel it. Oh, it's a dirty 20.
Oh,
It's a dirty 20.
I mean,
I got hyped for
Not
a
the nat
second.
one.
I was like, oh, no,
You look the opposite way.
yeah, Dani looks straight down.
yeah. What?
Yeah, I'm looking at the buns that are on the ground.
Cardu, as Whiskey points up, you see what looks like a blue bat on the roof, eating a bun. It looks at you, it squints its eyes, and it vanishes. Blink.
I will.
And that is where we'll call it.
Oh, so cool.
That's it!
I know this creature. I love this creature.
Oh, we did it! Y'all, you completed a market challenge. You fought shrimp. You saw
Yeah, we did.
lots of
Yeah, we
things.
That was so great.
We got the
Got the
beans.
beans.
Stop so many beans.
Beat them beans.
Jeez, we got the beans.
Beat them beans. Before we close out, I'm going to give you all a chance to go around one more time. Let our fine folks at home know where they can find you on the internet. And we'll start with Lexi.
Absolutely, yeah. My name's Lexi. I was Petra today, and you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Black Girl Mage, where I do a lot of D&D stuff. I talk about D&D planning, but I also do a lot of Magic the Gathering stuff too. But yeah, that's where you can find me. I have no idea what I do or what I'm up to whenever, so Twitter's probably the best way to keep track of me, and that's also how I keep track of myself. So if you go there, you'll be able to, figure something out.
It's different in remote times.
I know.
Pass it on to Jasper. Where can folks find you?
I'm Jasper William Cartwright. I have been Cardu Brewhouse, and you can find me on Twitter at JW_Cartwright, and you can also check out my podcast, Three Black Halflings, where we talk about diversity and inclusion in D&D, and hopefully a funny and lighthearted and happy, joyous way for the celebration. And we have some really awesome actual play stuff as well, if you like that. We just did a gothic noir sort of city investigation, very seedy and dark. It was very, very cool. So go check that out, The City of the Black Rose. So yeah, that's my stuff.
Woo! Dani Gage.
That's me. Hello, I'm Dani. I played Rake today, and like Lexi, I have really no idea what I do. So, mood. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter, just slice of life, just thoughts, a lot of nerdy game things, and Instagram. I like to cosplay, and my current cosplay is Fern from Critical Role. So if you want to check it out, check me out at Bitterthorn.
And Dani, where can people find you?
Hey y'all, my name is Dani. You can find me all over the internet at Brutal Dan. I'm the community manager for Roll20, and I'm also the community director for Free RPG Day. And yeah, just this game has been absolutely amazing to see. I don't know. This is like a dream table with a dream GM with like a dream scenario. So it was just like, it's so cool to be a part of this community and being able to tell stories. Like, this is what it's all about. And I just, my cheeks hurt from smiling.
Same.
It's been so good. So, Surena, thank you so much. Congratulations on this freaking amazing scenario.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am so happy that you're the first table that I got to DM it for. I could not have imagined a better table. You all are so incredible and kind and fun players. Like, let's just keep going. I don't know.
Yeah, look, I'm ready to cast Fairy Fire on that little sucker, okay? Like, it's not getting
Yeah.
away.
I'll never be the same after little whiskey and just all this little.
Thank you so
every
much for
time.
letting me, for putting up with my shenanigans and letting me have a spider monkey or
my
a kabuki
God.
monkey familiar.
My honor, truly. So, and thank you so much to Roll20 for putting together this one shot. You can explore Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel on July 19th here on Roll20 by checking out the link below. It's going to be below us, I've been told, so yes. And you can also find a 15-minute GM rundown of this adventure featuring myself and Carlos Luna by clicking the link here. This is where the link is. We've decided here. Yes.
Yeah.
Magic. Yeah, and this is just one of the epic adventures from Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, so be on the lookout for more awesome stories to come. And with that, have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye.